Hi guys, it's Rebecca and it's so good to see you guys. So today's craft, we're doing the leaf rubbing. So what you're gonna need is a collection of pencil crayons or crayons. Crayons work good too. Markers, not as much, but that's okay. Crayons, pencil crayons, 2 pieces of printer paper, and I hope you've gone outside and gotten yourself a small collection of leaves. They could be leaves from trees, or maybe if you find them on the ground, or wherever you see leaves, pick up a collection of them. I have 4 different leaves here with me. I have a maple leaf from a sugar maple, a plantain leaf, this is a hops leaf, and here is a leaf from an apple tree. And so they're all really important leaves that the good Lord's given us. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your first piece of paper and lay it down on the table, and then you're going to lay your leaves on top, however way you want. Doesn't matter. Maybe you want to make a design with it. That's totally cool. I love that idea. And so you're going to take your leaf, and I like to lay them down kind of flat like this. I'm going to show you. Kind of like this, so the veins are facing up, so then you get a really good rubbing. Okay? So I'm going to lay my leaves down like that. Okay? Doesn't really matter how you do it. Just lay them down however you'd like. And then you're going to take your other piece of paper. And you're going to put it on top. So you're going to lay it on top. And now we have some very specific colors that I'm going to use because they kind of tell a story. So we have this nice, beautiful, clean white paper, and that represents our clean hearts. You know, Jesus, whenever we ask for forgiveness, he'll make our hearts clean, wash us clean as snow. And then I have a black pencil crayon, and that represents sin. And that's, you know, our heart has sin on it, and it's kind of dirty, black, and yeah. So I'm going to take the black one, and you're just going to lightly rub, push a little bit on your paper, and just kind of color all over your paper. And you'll see as you color that the veins from these leaves will show up. And it's kind of like, color it kind of tie-dye like, you know what I mean? You can switch colors. So here I've got some black going down, but then I'm like, maybe I want to use a different color, something else. Like I'm going to use maybe red. This represents, we all know that Jesus, the chosen one, he died on the cross and he shed blood for us, so we are able to live our lives today because he died for our sins. So we don't have to struggle, and we can ask for forgiveness, and we are forgiven, and we're so grateful for that. So I'm going to use the red. I'm going to color some more, kind of push down and color all over, just kind of scribble scrabble over top of your leaves. You just should be able to see them popping up. If you're not seeing any veins popping up, so any lines, darker lines, then push a little bit harder and you'll see something, I'm sure. And maybe I'm going to switch colors now, and we're going to go and use, I really like the green because it represents new growth. We can read our Bibles and we can grow from that, just like these beautiful leaves that we found. And I think that is so amazing. So I'm going to use some green to represent that beautiful growth in Jesus we can have. I'm going to keep rubbing. Rub, rub, rub. If you're using crayons, I find it easiest if you like use the side of the crayon, so like make it lengthwise. Otherwise, I just use the edge of my pencil crayon. So instead of using the tip, I use the side. I'm going to color. And of course, you can use more colors than what I'm suggesting. These ones just tell a bit of a story, and I like that. And then lastly, I've got yellow. I'm just going to look here. Yellow. It's for the promise that God, our Creator, has given us. I don't quite know right now the link between that, but it means that we will be living with Him forever. That is His promise, that we are loved, that we are worthy. Guys, we're daughters and sons of the one true King, and that's pretty awesome. Yellow, I think of a crown. Crown, that's Jesus, man. So let's use yellow. And so the yellow doesn't show up as nice, but maybe for that royalty you want to use purple. I think that purple is a good significant color to represent royalty. Or maybe even, isn't there a color, royal blue? Use blue. And I'm sure we'll learn more color representations this week. So I'm just going to finish up coloring a little bit more. So I'm doing this right here with you. I'm going to color, and I'll show you what mine looks like all colored up. It looks a little crazy, I will admit. But I think it's really cool. It's my kind of a design. I like how colors meld together. My favorite leaf from looking at this that I've got here is my maple leaf. And I'm a little partial to maple leaves to start with, because I have a maple sugar bush, and every spring we make a bunch of maple syrup from those maple trees. And it's so good. Maple leaves. It's also part of our flag. Good old Canada. Okay, so I'm done, and I don't know if it's going to show up on the screen, on your screen, but you can see, I'm going to use the maple leaf as an example. You can see our veins that the leaves have here, and that's so cool. Shows growth. It's got veins just like you and me. So that's our craft for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.